Delegations from across the world have been arriving here in Baku over the past few days in preparation for the official start of the COP29 climate conference on Monday. The EU's Copernicus Climate Change Service has just announced that 2024 is almost certain to be the hottest year on record, surpassing last year. Reports like that are increasing the pressure on governments from around the world coming to Azerbaijan to be ambitious while they're here. I'm Guy Schoen, welcome to A News, where we're ramping up our coverage of the COP29 conference, and as part of that, I'm joined here in the studio by Nigar Arpadarai, UN Climate Change High-Level Champion. Thank you so much for being with us, particularly because you must be so busy at the moment. Could you give us an insight into what these pre-COP preparations have actually been like and felt like? You must be working through the clock.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, we just a couple of days to COP and we are so excited because there are so many people that are traveling to Baku already. More than 100 states and government heads have confirmed that they will be coming. There are huge delegations from all the UN countries. There is media, private sector, civil society, NGOs, philanthropy. So this is a huge climate community, experts, scientists, and everyone is going to be in Baku, and it's so exciting for us because there are a lot of effort we've put into this, and we are hoping that it will be successful COP. So I think it was all of it. It was challenging because we had less time to prepare. Usually countries have around 2 years to make all the preparations. In our case, when we just started, it was already 11 months, so we had to work in different directions. So first of all, we had to kind of have a team on board, negotiators capable of having, this climate discussions. So we had to put together a very good, strong team of negotiators. We had to make sure that the venue operations is going smooth, and we had to prepare, the city for the big, huge operations. And we had to make sure that everyone who is coming to Baku will have smooth and will have warm welcome here from a perspective of operations and negotiations and everything. So I think that maybe we can discuss how it was after COP, obviously, but it's my role is a role of a high-level champion. So I'm not a part of government-to-government negotiations. My role is to engage with non-state actors. This is how we call them. So it's all the other stakeholders like civil society, private sector, business community, NGOs, and academia, and all the rest. So it's great to see huge interest to our COP. That's what I can say. And now we are on board. We are ready, and we are really looking forward for this 2 weeks to have next step in global climate action agenda.
And it seems to be the fashion now that whenever a country hosts a big international event, that with it comes criticism from all directions. Azerbaijan's been no exception to that rule. Is the country ready for this?
We are absolutely ready. We are ready from all the perspectives, I guess, but the outcome of COP29 depends on all of us together. So Azerbaijan here is a host country, and we are honored that we have been elected as the first COP host country of our region. So that's a big thing, and we have made sure that we are a good bridge, honest broker between the parties, between all the sides, global north and global south. And we are, I think, have all to make sure that this is successful. And regarding criticism, well, that's kind of something that we are used to. And sometimes it's unfair criticism. I think that especially if we speak about media's role is huge, especially when we speak about the global climate change issue. So climate change is something that impacts lives of billions of people all around the world, and we see it now even more being in this role. As the high-level champion, I have a unique opportunity to meet people from different parts of the world, and what I see that our planet is really fragile, and we are all really interconnected. So the role of media in that sense is huge, because media need to help this whole process, not to undermine it. Criticism can be there, but it should be fair criticism. This is something that we are lacking sometimes. But I think that Azerbaijan, as a country, we have done our best, and we have been doing our best to showcase that we will be honest broker among the sides. And now it's up to everyone, up to the parties, up to the governments, on what the outcome depends on all of us together, I guess. It's not only our responsibility, it's the shared responsibility that the whole world has. And not only the governments, but also all the other non-state actors. So I think that global climate change issue is something that requires whole of society approach. And this is something that we are ready to create, this inclusive platform, which we are showcasing. And already now we feel like, despite the fact that we had less time to prepare, we already get this message that Azerbaijan has done a great job. And that's something we are proud of. But now it all depends on the parties.
And there are many different ways of measuring success, I guess. What does success look like to you?
Well, first of all, let's start about saying what is the focus of COP29. So the main focus of COP29 is finance. This is finance COP, because the transition towards green economy, building clean energy systems, resilient cities, this requires trillions of dollars. So who is going to pay this, very expensive bill of this green transition? This is the main subject that will be discussed at COP29. And we are putting our vision in two directions. What we say is that we are calling governments to take ambitious plans, because we want to have 1.5, we want to keep that 1.5 degree threshold. And the second thing is that we understand that the countries, the governments, they need means of implementation. So we are saying that enabling action is our second direction. And here we speak about finance, we speak about technology, we speak about capacity building. So the main focus will be on finance, because as I said, so transition towards green economy requires trillions of dollars. And this is something that we expect from governments, from parties, to come together and to agree on the next NCQG. That's something that, how we call it, finance goal. And but I think that as the high-level champion, as I said, my role is to engage with non-state actors. So the success is when we do have that NCQG, and we have so many important decisions that should be taken at COP29, aside from finance goal. But we want to have really inclusive COP. We want to have everyone on board. We want to have civil society playing their part. We want to have private sector being there, because private sector's role is huge. You cannot, if we speak about the global climate action, it's not only up to the governments, because whatever commitments governments will be taking, it will be impacting societies, it will be impacting private sector. So we want to have more of a private sector understanding and supporting governments. So, and yes, as I said, outcome depends on all of us. Azerbaijan has created a platform for that. And we are a bridge between the parties. And now it's up to all of us together to make that happen.
The outcome depends on all of us working together. Nigar Arpadarai, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.